Welcome back to our channel. Today we bring you the most shocking and dramatic developments of The Young and the Restless. Under the gloomy atmosphere of Genoa City, unexpected events have brought about a psychological storm, pushing all relationships to the brink of collapse. Michael is now at the center of a terrible scandal. When the harsh truth is revealed, he is the one behind the shocking kidnapping involving Phyllis and Sharon. It all started when Phyllis and Sharon received mysterious messages, containing invitations to meet to discuss a secret that could change their lives. Initially, the messages were thought to be an elaborate ploy, perhaps part of an internal power play or a way to test the courage of these two strong women. However, after only a few hours, both women disappeared without a trace. Their phones suddenly go dead, and attempts to contact them go awry, sending the Genoa City community into a state of panic and confusion. Nick and Jack quickly sense the danger and launch a relentless search. With the help of Chance, who has a knack for analyzing situations and piecing together a confusing puzzle, they slowly piece together important clues. A surveillance camera recording on a deserted street on the fateful night captures the horrifying scene. Two women are attacked by a mysterious man and dragged into an old truck. The image not only depicts the horror of a kidnapping, but also raises a difficult question: who is behind this? The initial evidence seems inconclusive, but the confusion becomes more complicated when elaborate clues are discovered. A series of transfers into anonymous accounts, along with reports of Michael appearing near the scene of the kidnapping, gradually turns suspicion into irrefutable evidence. Panic spread as people, especially those close to Michael, could not believe that the man they once admired could be capable of such a cruel plot. During a tense interrogation, Michael initially tried to deny all accusations. His words echoed in the cold room of the investigation headquarters, but as they delved deeper, the pieces of evidence became clearer. Evidence of unusual currency transactions, Michael's appearances at suspicious locations, and alarming changes in his demeanor and actions, all pointed to a horrifying truth that no one expected. The situation became more complicated as dark secrets from the past gradually came to light. Michael, as a renowned lawyer, once helped cover up a terrible scandal involving a powerful figure. The secret, if revealed, promises to ruin his reputation and his life forever. Sharon and Phyllis, unwittingly, are getting closer to the truth. Knowing that just one word, one piece of paper, or even one picture can reveal everything, Michael has no choice but to cut it out to protect himself. He arranges the kidnapping as a desperate way to prevent the revelation of his dark past, a cruel act that seems to have been planned all along. As the truth gradually explodes, not only the Genoa City community but also those close to Michael are shocked. Lauren, Michael's loyal and proud wife, senses alarming changes in her husband's behavior. The furtive movements, the moments of distraction, and the secret meetings have left Lauren with doubts and concerns. In the wife's heart, trust is gradually replaced by skepticism and anxiety as she witnesses the image of her once cautious, careful, and upright husband now lost in his own trap. Without waiting any longer, Nick, Jack, and Chance quickly identify the location where Michael is hiding, a remote cabin in the suburbs, where the darkness of the past seems to always be present. That house, with its moss-covered walls and cold space, becomes the place of imprisonment for Sharon and Phyllis. Before the wall of cruelty, the two women face not only fear but also a small hope for salvation. The confrontation between the justice seekers and Michael Baldwin was so tense that it was suffocating. Accusations and explanations echoed through the air like poisonous arrows, along with the sense of loss and anger of those who were betrayed, creating a psychological picture full of conflict. In the decisive moment, when everything seemed to be falling into the brink of chaos, Lauren appeared as the last ray of hope. Her eyes were filled with anxiety, her sincere pleas echoed in the cold wooden house. She called on Michael to stop before things went too far. That moment seemed to freeze time, when Michael stood at the crossroads of truth and regret. In Lauren's eyes, there was not only love but also the belief that her husband, despite his mistakes, still had some humanity inside. However, at that moment, the pieces of Michael's dark past rushed towards him. Will he have the courage to face the consequences of his actions? Or will he continue to pursue his ruthless plot, willing to sacrifice everything, including the fate of the women he once pledged to protect? Those following the case cannot help but wonder, if Michael does not stop, will Sharon and Phyllis be able to escape the violent hands of the mastermind? The battle between good and evil is now not only a physical pursuit but also an internal battle, where every decision can lead to unforeseen consequences. As the light of truth gradually emerges, Genoa City is plunged into a state of confusion. The community is no longer at peace when faced with the reality that even the most honest and sincere people can harbor dark secrets. The case is not only a personal tragedy but also a warning about the vulnerability of trust and love in life. People, from important figures to ordinary people, are forced to ask, do we ever really know the people we trust? In addition, the case also uncovers the complex relationships between power, reputation, and truth. Michael, once praised as a bulwark of justice, has now become the image of a man trapped in the secrets he created. The human heart, with its unpredictable complexities, sometimes leads us to unexpected turns, when every action can be hidden under the cover of integrity. In such a chaotic context, not everyone loses faith in justice. Nick, Jack, and Chance are not simply crime hunters, they are symbols of perseverance, of people who never give up hope of finding the truth. Every step they take, whether in the dark alleys of the past or in the fierce inner battles, carries with it the power of faith in renewal and redemption. It is in this moment of confusion and loss that Lauren Fenmore emerges as a glimmer of light in the thick darkness. Not only is she Michael's woman, Lauren is also a symbol of love and loyalty, who dares to stand up, even in the face of painful truths, to protect the values she believes in. Her call is not only a cry for help for her husband, but also the voice of all those who wish to see the truth revealed and justice served. As all the elements, from the dark past, the clandestine monetary transactions, to the mysterious disappearances of Phyllis and Sharon intertwine, the confrontation between Michael and those seeking justice becomes dramatic. The remote cabin is not only a place of horrors, but also a place where all the questions of honesty, betrayal, and redemption demand an answer. Michael, burdened by the past and the paradoxical choice between protecting himself or saving the souls of innocents, stands on the threshold of a fateful decision. Will he continue to cling to the dark path of concealment, or will he step back and seek a chance to repent? This will not only affect Michael's own fate, but also decide the fate of Sharon, Phyllis, and the entire Genoa city, a city that has been too wounded by secrets and inner conflicts. The recent events have raised a big question mark for everyone's future. If Michael chooses to continue down the path of cruelty, the consequences will spread beyond the Baldwin family to the entire community, fracturing relationships that once seemed unbreakable. Conversely, if he repents and leaves his dark past behind, will he be able to repair the wounds that have been inflicted on others? And can salvation really come through the slow but steady efforts of time? In the quiet moments after the storm, Genoa City is left wondering about the valuable lessons of life, trust, forgiveness, and the power of truth. While things may not be the same again, people are always capable of learning, changing, and rising from the ruins of the past. Sharon and Phyllis, despite the horror and despair they have experienced, still harbor a desire to live again, a desire to be free from the constraints of the past. This kidnapping story, full of surprises, intrigue, and inner conflict, is not only a new chapter in the journey of familiar characters on The Young and the Restless, but also a reminder that the truth always exists, even when buried under a layer of lies. Michael, while he may have become a symbol of betrayal, his story also suggests a profound lesson about humanity. About how each person, when faced with their own mistakes, can find their way back to themselves. In a context full of conflict, when each character is faced with life and death decisions, Genoa City seems to be standing at a historical turning point. Will it be a stepping stone to a rebirth of faith and solidarity, or will it be the end of an era of ghosts and dark secrets? Those questions remain unanswered, but what is certain is that everyone in the city, from powerful figures to ordinary people, is waiting for the moment of liberation when the truth is understood and true justice is served. And in that decisive moment, when the light of truth gradually penetrates the dark layers of the past, everyone wonders, is it possible to have a new beginning from the fragments of broken dreams? A revival from a broken trust, a chance to right the wrongs and rebuild a future where love, truth, and loyalty will always triumph over all dark schemes? The story is not over yet, and Genoa City still has many mysteries waiting to be revealed. The footsteps of Nick, Jack, and Chance are not only a journey to find those who have wronged people, but also a journey to discover human nature. Where in the darkest moments, the light of faith and love can still find a way, even if it is just a glimmer of hope in the darkness. With all the emotions, conflicting decisions, and dark secrets, the story of Michael, Phyllis, and Sharon has, and continues to, depict a complex picture of trust, betrayal, and hope. A picture where every detail, every clue, has its own story to tell, stories about humanity, about forgiveness, and about the ability to move past the past and into the future. This is not only a new chapter in The Young and the Restless, but also a reminder that, no matter where life takes us, truth and kindness always have the power to heal the deepest wounds.